Hey there guys, we are going to be talking rain chances heading into tonight as well as this afternoon. So I'm going to set my stuff up here real quick, make sure my audio is good, and then we're going to get started. Okay, audio's working. Perfect. So we're talking rain chances heading into this weekend. Those are going to be going up here over the next couple of days. So let's get started with what the radar looks like right now. So you can see a lot of the activity is offshore. We did have a couple of showers and storms working through Port Aransas and over the islands, but a lot of it has just been fizzling out before it really even makes it into town. So keep that in mind that we do have a little bit of offshore activity, and we are expecting the sea breeze to get pretty active heading into this afternoon. I've got a scattered or widely scattered chance at showers and storms as that sea breeze pushes inland, and then just depending on where you are, partly to mostly cloudy skies. With those increased rain chances today, we're going to be seeing temperatures a little bit lower than yesterday, right around 90 degrees. Most folks falling into the upper 80s, especially those places that get a little bit more rainfall. Tonight, 74, that's where we're going to end up heading into your Saturday morning to kick off the weekend, but you'll notice I've got this in red. That's because we have a weather impact alert starting tonight and going through tomorrow at about lunchtime. This is for those really high rain chances. So let's walk you through Futurecast, what it's going to look like starting this morning and working from now all the way through your Saturday. So today you can see that sea breeze, a lot of activity popping up around the Highway 77 corridor as that moves inland. You can see those afternoon temperatures a little bit lower than they were yesterday. Now, heading into this evening, if you're heading out to Friday Night Football, we've got Art Walk downtown as well as the Rockport Fulton Sea Fair. A lot of different activities going on heading into this evening. So we'll see a couple of showers and thunderstorms still around at the beginning of all of that. So some places you may have a little bit of a rain delay in terms of football, but most places I think you're going to be good to go. Now, heading into your fourth quarter, things are going to be a little bit better. I do think we're going to be dry through the most part of that 7 to 10 o'clock time frame, but towards the end of that we are going to start to see those rain chances going up. So make sure that you've got an eye on the radar in the forecast for tonight if you are out and about at any of those events. Now, heading into tomorrow morning, a lot more events taking place. We've got the Heart Walk at Whataburger Field, so it's probably going to be pretty wet if you are heading out to that. And if you do have just any other plans tomorrow morning, you probably want to take an umbrella with you. If you're heading to the Heart Walk, we've got Art Walk and Heart Walk. I got to keep them straight here. If you're heading to Heart Walk tomorrow morning, you're probably going to want a rain jacket or a poncho. Unless you want to carry an umbrella, by all means, go for it. But you're probably going to want to put a pair of dry socks in your car for afterwards in case your tennis shoes get soaked through. Now, heading into tomorrow around lunchtime, Futurecast is saying we see a little bit of a lull in activity, but a slight boost then on the back half of the afternoon heading into tomorrow afternoon. So temperatures tomorrow are going to top out in the middle to upper 80s as opposed to the upper 80s, low 90s like we will today. So that's a nice side effect of the rain. Unfortunately, this isn't looking like a beneficial rain event for the watershed. It's mostly going to be at the coast and then work inland across our counties throughout the day. Places towards the coast are going to be picking up possibly up to an inch, maybe even 2 of rain, with those lower totals following the further inland that you go. So heading into Saturday evening then, it's a lot quieter and we start to dry out heading into the end of your weekend. So here's a breakdown of those rain chances. You can see today just an isolated shot, but once we head into the afternoon and that sea breeze works inland, the rain chances do pick up just a little bit. But heading into tonight through tomorrow afternoon, so for about 12 hours or so, we've got that weather impact alert for those high rain chances up to about 60%. So scattered in nature, the coverage, I should say, but once we get to tomorrow morning, that coverage really going to be focused along the coast and then working inland throughout the rest of the day. So with that, the weather impact alert again going from tonight through Saturday afternoon. This is for those scattered heavy rain showers and thunderstorms because we have a lot of events going on. Like I said, we've got Art Walk, we've got football games, Sea Fair, We've got all kinds of stuff. And then on Sunday, I believe we have Check Fest over in Robstown. Shouldn't be dealing with too much in terms of our rain chances by then, but again, make sure you've got your rain gear handy. So speaking of Heart Walk at Whataburger Field, again, the temperatures are going to be nice. They're going to stay in the 70s and lower 80s, but with the rain chances, you need to stay prepared and have your rain jacket handy. In the tropics right now, we do still have Hurricane Kirk, which is a major Category 4 storm, and Tropical Storm Leslie, which still a tropical storm, but the Hurricane Center is forecasting Leslie to become a hurricane as well. Now, here in the Gulf of Mexico, we don't have a named system by any means, but we do still have the same area of interest that has been here since pretty much last weekend. And it's kind of seen its chances for development go up and then go down, and now they're back up. So yesterday they were at 30%. Today the Hurricane Center back up to 40% for this chance of development. But we're not necessarily concerned with it here in the coastal bend. We are seeing some tropical moisture, that's the green, moving into our area, but the bulk of that heaviest tropical moisture is going to be around that area of low pressure, or the disturbance itself, and that is going to be steered over towards Florida. It's got high pressure to its south and a stationary front up to its north, so it's getting essentially funneled over to Florida. So our friends in Florida are going to have a pretty soggy weekend, wet and rainy over there. For us, we're seeing, like I said, some of that tropical moisture here in the coastal bend. That combines with upper level energy from a low pressure that's developing. So all of that mixes together and gives us those scattered rain chances starting tonight and through tomorrow. Behind all of that, on the backside of that Gulf disturbance, it's going to help funnel some drier air down here into the coastal bend behind a cold front. So I have cold on there, if you can see it in little quotations, because it's not really going to make us cold or really even cool by any means. It's just going to bring us some drier air heading into early next week. So until then, we stay humid and muggy. We've got those high rain chances tomorrow, and then we slowly start to dry out heading into Sunday and Monday. By Tuesday, we have lots of sunshine around. So right now, here's a look over downtown from our Lex Cam, 80 degrees and mostly cloudy. It feels a little bit warmer. Again, we're heading up to about 90 degrees this afternoon. If you are heading out on the water, winds are at 14 miles per hour out of the north-northeast. Wave heights are running at about 4 feet with a 4-second wave period, 4 to 6 seconds, I should say, and that's about where it's going to stay through this afternoon. So with that, the rip current risk is a little bit elevated. It's not really high at this point, but it is something to keep in the back of your mind if you do have plans to head to the coast this weekend. Slight chop on the bays, and we do, by the way, have a coastal flood advisory that's going to go through today and could be reissued heading into tomorrow, just depending on what things are looking like. The Weather Service will make that decision later today or tonight. So that coastal flood advisory is for water potentially getting up to the dunes on the beaches, as well as a little minor flooding around some area bays. So just keep that in mind if you do have plans to head out to the coast. It could be a little bit wet at times on the sand. Over the next couple of days, we see those rain chances increase for your weekend. Saturday kicking things off on a wet note, but again, look at the silver lining. Temperatures stay in the 80s on Saturday before returning into the 90s on Sunday. So 91 on Sunday, 93 Monday. You can see those afternoon high temperatures, they stay in the low 90s, even though we do have that cold front coming in. However, temperatures are going to go down for those in the 60s heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that is definitely something to look forward to. For now, on that, if you want to check out that forecast in a little bit more depth, you can always check out our website at KIIITV.com. For now, I'll see y'all later.